Okay, we are recording. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm coming live on our call today from the soccer field. I'm multitasking. I'm doing my mom duties at the same time of doing my coaching life. Okay, so tonight's call, I want to talk about Instagram and give you guys some tips and stuff of what's been helping me on both my Insta stories and my actual, I guess they call it a news feed, a wall, whatever they call it in Instagram world. But I found a couple of different changes that I made have made like a really big impact. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So first and foremost, if you have a like page on Facebook, you can make your Instagram page a business page and you can link it to your like page on Facebook. And then that way, if you run ads and things like that on Facebook, it'll run the identical ad on your Instagram. So that helps out a lot because it helps where it disperses the money. And I found that a lot of my ads ran better on Instagram than they did on Facebook. I haven't run one in a while, but if you link the two pages, if you have a like page, it's very, very, very important that you take your Instagram page, make it a business page and link it to that like page. And because you could do a lot more with the business pages with Instagram. Another thing I started doing, I don't know how many of you actually are on my Instagram. I'll pull up one of my posts. For those that like to use hashtags like me, I know not everybody uses hashtags, but I love using them because it's different ways for people to find me that's not fitness related. I've been actually making my hashtags almost like a list. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Let me try to turn it this way. It's not. It looks like a just white screen for some reason. Oh, there it goes. You can kind of see it to the side here how it's a list of hashtags. Instead of it being one big like paragraph, I found myself, oh, sorry, Kayla was doing good. Oh, she almost scored. Sorry. Okay, so when I'm on somebody's Instagram and I'm looking at their hashtags, I have such a hard time, and I don't know if it's just me with my OCD, but I have a hard time when they're all bunched up. I like to read what their hashtags are. And when it's all squished in one little paragraph, it's hard for me. So I started breaking mine down so it's a little bit neater. And I've actually had a couple people comment and tell me that they liked that. And then I also started, so what I do is like I'll write what I want to write. And then I'll use like 4 or 5 emojis, like one underneath the other to separate it a little bit. And then I'll make a list of my hashtags. And then that way it just makes it look a lot cleaner and a lot neater. So that's really it for Instagram wall. A lot, God bless you. A lot of this is going to be about Insta stories because I've been doing a lot of things. Actually, the girl, that just signed up to join my fit club. She signed up as a challenger and we're going to chat a little bit. She's 19. So she's going to try everything, see how she likes it. And then we're going to bump her to a coach. But she found me on Cooper City's Insta stories, and this is how, and this is what I want you guys to start doing on your Insta stories. Tag a location. So when I do a lot of my stuff, you'll see that I tag Cooper City. So she was looking at the Cooper City Instagram story, and she saw my story because I tagged Cooper City. She found me. From there, she went to my wall and started looking at all my stuff. And then how we started talking was I sent her a message thanking her for following my stories and, told her I hope she had a great weekend or whatever it is I said. I hope she had a great day, whatever it was. Then we just started chatting and she told me how she found me. So it's very important to tag a location in your stories. It is very important to show your reality TV story of you, what you do, what your fitness is like, how do you look at your programs, what supplements you're using, how you make your shake. But you don't have to show that it's Shakeology. You don't have to show the name of the product. I call mine Activating My Superpowers, my superfood shake. Everyone knows Activating Superpowers. So it's very like Insta stories is where it's at. When I really started getting into my Insta stories, that's when my Instagram page blew up. And that's when people were really starting to comment and like and see my posts. So I really want everybody to focus on the stories. There's so much to do in there. And on top of what to do, I'm actually going into my Insta stories now. On top of other things you can do, there's always, like if you see the bubbles on top, where you can see people's stories, there will be one circle that says new. And that's where Instagram will teach you all the new things that you could do on Instagram and Insta stories. Make sure you watch those because they have so many things that you can add, from background coloring of your text to now changing the text. There's something else that I've been doing because I go live every day. On the bottom, when you go into your Instagram story, on the bottom, you'll see where it says type, live, normal, boomerang, focus. They have a focus one now where it's almost like a portrait. So you could take a picture and everything behind that picture will be blurry. So you could do those on Insta stories now. There's the hands-free, which is what I use when I work out. If you press and hold the bottom for a couple minutes, you'll see it'll start to count down from 3, and it gives you 3 seconds to go over to where your workouts are. Every single day on your Insta stories, you should be showing a couple moves of your workout, and let these people see what you're doing. But my favorite thing is the type, because you can change the background to whatever you want, and then you just tap in here and type whatever you want. So that's where you could say, DM me for more information. Make sure you get in touch with me. My next group starts on such and such a day. You can advertise your free groups by just typing it on there. So that's one thing that I found. One thing that I did learn about Instagram is, you know how a lot of people have the swipe up feature. In that swipe up feature, I think you have to have, it's either 5,000 or 10,000 followers. And once you have those, you can get that swipe up feature like they have on
10,000, but
it's 10,000.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which one it was. Okay, so once you get 10,000 followers, you can do that. So I'm focusing now on getting more followers. I did pay a company $10 for 1,000 followers, and I got 1,200 followers in probably about 5 days. So to me, it was worth the $10. And right now, even if they're not somebody that's going to get a fitness program, I'm fine with, because I just want the number of followers so I can get the benefits that Instagram will give me, so I can get that swipe up feature, because it's so much easier. I do it all the time. Someone says swipe up. I swipe up, I end up buying it because it looked interesting on their story. So they get me that way. So I know that my followers will want that ease as well of ordering something. I could just say swipe up and it could take them right to the challenge packs. So I'm focusing on growing the following, sharing my Instagram page on Facebook to try to get more people and stuff like that, to try to grow it. You know, having this company get me more followers so it can grow as well. Hey, April. So it's really, really important to utilize Insta stories. I don't know if you guys watch mine, but I'm on there all day long. It's almost like a behind the scenes sneak peek into the coach life. Whatever's going on, whether it's something funny, whether it's something sad, whether I'm frustrated with the workout, whatever it is, why I'm cooking, I'm always showing my food for the day, because immediately when people think you're on a healthy, you know, and you're living that healthy lifestyle, immediately they think, oh, you're on a diet. So if you can show and Snapchat your food throughout the day, like Christina utilizes it, and she'll say how she's eating and grading papers, and she'll be at her desk at work. So it shows that she's working another full-time job, but still doing this business and staying on top of her journey. And Natalie uses it too with her workouts and stuff like that. I love Michelle puts her kids on hers. So you're showing your life, but make sure every day you are consistent with showing your Shakeology, every day consistent with showing your food, and every day consistent with showing like some part of your workout, because that's going to show the consistency of the journey, which is what people want to watch. They want to see real people, real results, real people doing it. So it's very, very important that you show all of that, because in all honesty, it's hard to post all of that on our social media without being overwhelming to other people. So utilize stories to show everything that you want to show, because if we really were going to share everything we were doing on this journey, we'd be posting probably every 30 to 45 minutes, or at least every hour. And that's a lot. And that could be overwhelming for us and for the people. But if we can quickly Insta story it, like I did Insta stories when I was getting ready for this team call, say, showing the field and showing my laptop on my lap with my husband's hotspot that he uses for his job, just because I'm showing that I'm multitasking. I'm going to do my team call, but still watch my daughter play soccer and be here to support her. So it's things like that, because it's busy moms that think, oh, I can't do that business. Well, look at me. You know, so you have to show those things, and you have to show them. Like, They think we have it all together. They think, you know, like we're just a well-oiled machine that can do it with ease. And so we have to show them real life, reality. I mean, honestly, that's like the favorite TV for everybody to watch is reality TV. So if we can make our stories like reality TV. So this is something that can be a time saver with Insta Stories. If you set up the settings in Insta Stories where it'll automatically save it to your camera roll, this is how I have it. So when I upload a picture, when I upload a video, I automatically have it to save to my camera roll. Then from there, I upload it to Snapchat, upload it to Facebook Stories. It took no time at all. I got it uploaded to all my stories, the same thing. So that's a very big time saver. So you want to make sure that you go in and get that setting set up where it'll automatically save it. And then that way it just boom, boom, boom can go to it. And I can tell you, off of Beachbody Land, this has been working for Alex's business. I taught him Insta Stories over the weekend. He's been using them like crazy. He sold two toolboxes just because he was taking pictures of Insta Stories of him and Kayla building them and then posting a picture of them once they're on his truck. And then people are commenting him saying, okay, I want the red one, save it for me. I want this one. So it works. People are lazy. They don't want to scroll through the wall and read posts. They want to just tap on the first little circle and it automatically plays through everybody's stories. That's what they want to do. They don't want to have to read. They want you to talk to them. They just want to see a picture on a screen. They don't want to have to do much. So we need to give them what they want in order to reach more people. So important things to do, again, is tagging location. Location, location, location. Whenever I tag Cooper City, I have like 200 people that viewed that story. So you'll see it's not always big in my picture. It might be a little tiny box on the bottom, but you can tag the location. So I'm going to tell you really quick how to tag it. I'm going to like look at my screen so then that way, sorry, you guys can probably hear everything. Okay, if you can put your camera on, I'm going to take a quick picture of the screen. So if you want to get on it really quick, and then, because I'm going to put it in my Insta Stories and tag it. Oh, I can see you, Natalie. Okay, I'm going to tell you to smile this time so I don't get anybody with their eyes closed. Smile. Okay, so Christina, you're so funny. I didn't notice it till after. So once you get the picture in there, the little happy face, the little square happy face at the top, if you click that, the very top thing, it says location right here. Guys, you can put any location. It doesn't have to be where you are. So like when we launched into the UK, I utilized that and I wrote United Kingdom like in every single one of my stories to try to get it onto the UK story so other people would see me. That's one of the biggest tricks that I can tell you with Insta Stories is tag whatever location you want. You know, like I'm trying to get more local people. I'd love to have more, you know, local coaches so we can do meetups and stuff like that and hangouts and stuff like that. So I've been tagging a lot of Cooper City. So once you tag it, it comes up big like this on the screen. If you grab your fingers and squeeze, you could change the size of it so it doesn't have to take up your whole screen. And then you can kind of put it wherever you want. I might as well put this on my story while I'm here. And then another big thing with Insta Stories too is making them colorful and making them fun. So picking different backgrounds, picking different like writing and script and stuff like that is a big thing as well. I'm trying to look at other stuff on here. You could put the time. Another thing for Insta Stories is a poll. So you can do the poll like for them to like vote on it and stuff like that. So that's all I really wanted to tell you about Insta Stories and everything. So then that way you guys can get it. I'm going to read the chat really quick. Oh, that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect, Michelle. I know April's hair looks good. I'm reading all the chats. So I just want to open it up really quick because I know FitFam's going to be opening up their call soon to see if anybody had any questions. Anything that maybe you're not sure how to do on Insta Stories or anything like that, but make sure you set your settings for it to automatically save. That's super, super important. And just Insta Stories is where you can really show who you are and you can attract your tribe because you're going to be you on there. That's where you're going to show the real you. Did anybody have any questions about any of it? Are you finding it easy? Are you finding it hard? Are you struggling with anything?
That's a good amount. You're going to be you know, we talked earlier what I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Okay. Did anybody is everybody on here using Insta stories now? Like I know Michelle is. April, are you using your Insta stories?
Stories yet, but I'm gonna try that tonight.
Definitely do it. I know Christina does.
I've like never used them.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never used Insta stories.
So the way to go into it is when you're in your Instagram, that little camera up at the top corner, if you tap that brings you right into your Insta stories. And there's different filters that you could use. I mean, I do everything, even like showing my outfit of the day if we're doing date night, or like if the kids are just being goofy all around the house, I'm showing that. So just really just show your life, show your reality. It's like a reality TV show. So make sure you show that, and also make sure you're showing
a little bit.
Is it kind of like a Facebook Live?
Yes, but it's the little bubbles at the top of Instagram. So if you see the bubbles with people's pictures, that's their stories.
Okay.
And you guys can watch mine at any time to get like little ideas and stuff, because I'm always doing different YouTube training videos and different things to learn more about Insta stories, so I can show you guys the things that I've learned. So that's what I found. And another thing that really has been working too is I'm tagging companies. So if I'm wearing Fabletic pants, I tag at Fabletics in there, because that shows up on Fabletic's Instagram. And then also they end up commenting on it and end up like saying stuff to you. So I've like any new product that I use, I always tag them in it, because then if people want to purchase it or they want to go check it out, they can just hit the tag part. So it's showing that you're not just promoting Beachbody, you're promoting all sorts of products that you like, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't come off very salesy, because you're promoting Shakeology. You're not saying what it is, but you're promoting your fitness programs, but you're also promoting like the tanning lotion that me and Natalie tried. We loved it. I put it on my story and I tagged Loving Tan, you know, things like that. I have not seen one, Christina, yet on Facebook. So what I've been doing is I use the hands-free option on Instagram stories, and I save it and I just upload it to my Facebook stories.
You're gonna wait a second, okay?
So I have my Instagram story settings to where automatically it'll save it to my camera roll. And then I go right into my Snapchat and right into my Facebook stories and upload it. So it looks identical to my Instagram stories. And it's a time saver, because it takes 2 seconds to upload to the other ones. So
yeah, that's awesome, because I usually go to Instagram and then I'll go and I'll like in the middle of a workout, you know, if I'm showing a move or something,
right,
and then I'll try to go on Facebook, but it sucks because there's no hands-free option. So I'm like, I can't hold it and do my workout.
Right. So go into your Instagram story. Once you're in your story, you'll see like that little setting. It looks like you know, the round thing with the little thing sticking out. It almost looks like a washer. You know, that little thing for the settings? Yeah. So if you go into there, you can have it to where it automatically saves to the camera roll. So once it's posted, it'll save. And then you could upload it to all your other ones. Because I like all the different features of the wording that you could do on Instagram. So I feel it looks prettier. And then I upload it to my other stories, so it looks just as pretty. Because Facebook doesn't have as pretty writing and stuff like that as Instagram does. So I feel like you can make the pictures and the videos look better. So that's how I do it. And it's such a time saver. I just do it on my Instagram and then I upload it. Makes it so much easier. You're not wasting time recording it more than once, you know, things like that. So it works a little bit better, I find. And I put everything on there. I show a little bit of my coaching life when I'm working. I show all my stuff. Love you. I show everything. So did anybody else have any other questions? Bye.
See you later.
Love you. Bye. Kayla, I'll be done in a second. I'm waiting for Ryan to come over anyways. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. Everyone's saying bye. Her game just ended. Did anybody have any other questions with Instagram stories or Instagram in general? One thing I want to say about hashtags, though, now that I'm thinking about it, we'll be ready to leave in a minute, is don't hashtag everything regarding fitness. Hashtag things that you like. Okay, they're going to go with you? Okay. Like I hashtag Tinkerbell, Beach Life, Salt Life, you know, all. You can go with Alex. Oh. And all of those things. I do have like Fit Mom or Fit Life, Mom Fitness, something like that. Fit Mama, something like that I have as one of my hashtags. But don't hashtag everything fitness. make it be all the things that you enjoy. That way you're going to attract non-Beachbody coaches and non-personal trainers and people that are already trying to attract other fitness people. You're going to attract busy moms. So you want to think of all those other types of hashtags. You can put a couple fitness things in there, but you want it to be your things that you like to do as hashtags. So then that way you're attracting other people other than coaches, because you'll find if you do a lot of fitness hashtags, your newsfeed's going to be full of other people doing Beachbody programs. That's what I found anyways. So I used an app called Tag-O-Matic, and I just started putting in all the things that I enjoyed: the beach, Tinkerbell, tattoo mom, tattoo lover, like all of those things. And it showed me a bunch of different hashtags, and it would show me how many times that specific hashtag has been used. And then from there, I made my hashtag list. Instagram allows you to have 30 hashtags per post. So I use Tag-O-Matic, and I picked 25 that I use for everything. And then I do the top 5 are regarding that post. So if I post about my shake, I hashtag superfood, hashtag superpowers, hashtag supermom, those things. And then I copy and paste my 25 that I put on every post. Does that make sense? So I have a specific 25 that I put for everything, which are all the things I like. And then the first 5 I do are regarding that particular post. So if it's a workout post, it'll be hashtag sweatfest, hashtag sweaty mom, those kind of things. And then I'll put my 25 underneath it. You can't go more than 30.
I have a real quick question. Sorry. I have a real quick question. Hopefully it can be addressed in a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But how are you attracting like real followers? Because I noticed like I get a lot of, like social media gurus or like fitness apparel people, fit gear people that follow me. So I'm trying to figure out how to attract, like just a mom or like a person rather than like a big company or somebody. Because you can tell like some of those are like automatic things, like when they
because it'll say great picture, meanwhile it was a video.
Exactly. It's like, oh, thanks, cutie pie. And I'm like, who the hell is this? Like,
exactly. I had that problem, and the problem switched when I changed my hashtags. And then what I started doing is I was searching my hashtags, tattoo mom, Tinkerbell lover. I would go into the search bar and write hashtag Tinkerbell lover. And I started looking at people's pictures that like Tinkerbell, and I would look and scroll, and I started following them, and I would send them a message, or I would start commenting on their pictures to build a relationship. Then they started following me back, because Instagram is very follow for follow. When you follow somebody, they immediately will follow you.
So that's what
That's how I did it.
Figure out the whole like thing with
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. So you go and you follow people and you search out people and stuff. Okay.
Yep. And then I also, if it's linked to your Facebook, you can go under your Facebook contacts, and I started adding a lot of people from my Facebook. And believe it or not, the ones that weren't talking to me on Facebook talked to me on Instagram. So they're more Instagram people than they are Facebook people. So you can go that route too and start adding all your Facebook people and try talking to them through there. And then another thing I utilize, I forgot to tell you guys with my Instagram story, is a couple times a week, I'll go into my story, and you could see who's looking at your story, and I'll send messages like, hey girl, thank you so much for following me on my story. I know I get silly and crazy on there, but that's where I could just be me. I hope you have a great day. And then it just starts some convo. And that's how I've had a few people like, oh my God, I'm so glad you reached out to me, because I'm not one to reach out to somebody else, but I love watching your workouts and all that stuff. And that's how we start talking about the fitness. So that's another way that I use my Instagram stories. I don't want to just put the content out there and hope that they reach out to me. I put it out there and I reach out to them.
Okay. And one more. I don't know if you said it earlier because I was late. What about switching to a business? Business style.
Yes,
okay. You recommend that?
I do. I have mine business, and it's linked to my like page on Facebook.
So you see more out of the business side of it? The big difference? Okay.
Oh yeah, because it gives you your insights. So it gives you an idea of the age of the people that are watching your stuff. And like, how a Facebook like page, you can see your insights. Like mine are ages like 20 to 40 of the people that are liking and looking at my things. You get those same insights from Instagram. They'll give you the same exact, where you can see all that information right on Instagram. And then that way you can get an idea of who's following you, who's watching you. So pretty much looking at, do you have my drink? Oh, thank you. Hi. You're forgetting your card. I'm forgetting everything. Pretty much it'll show you who your niche is It's going to give you the age of the people, if it's more women or if it's more men, and it's going to break down the insights for you. So having it set to a business page makes it a lot easier for you because they break it all down for you so you can see it. And they'll tell you also like your top posts, what kind of posts get the more traction, things like that. So then that way you're able to post more of what your audience likes to see. Anybody else have any other questions with Instagram in general or Insta stories? No. Ryan said he doesn't have any more. We're walking back to the car. I made him sit there long enough for me.
He probably knows more about Instagram than we do.
Oh, I know. And some of the stuff I've learned from Kayla with like Snapchat and stuff like that.
You learned something from me.
And well, that's what she said, and I agreed with her. See, he's like, no, you learned it from me.
Mm-hmm.
My little social media gurus over here.
Mm-hmm.
One benefit of being a mother of teenagers, I get to learn all the social media stuff. But the best is when I get to teach them something.
Sure. When was the last time you taught me that?
I taught Kayla something with Facebook.
You never teach me anything.
Because you never asked me.
No, you don't love me.
Does anybody else have any other questions? No, everyone's good. Let's see. They laugh at mine do too. Kayla, sometimes she's like, I have to go by your stories fast because I don't want my friends to see it. I'm like, your friends follow me. They see my story. She's like, I'll be in class and I'll see one of your crazy pictures like, oh, it's like, and I flip by it really fast.
That's funny.
They're always laughing at me. And Ryan, was it you the other day? He's like, I can't look at your stories. There was too much on there. I skipped right past it. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, I said I'm going to unfollow you.
Oh, that's what he said. I'm going to unfollow you because you have too much stuff on your Instagram stories.
Booty gains.
Oh, and because I posted a picture of my butt and I said booty gains. So he's like, I'm going to unfollow you. I don't want to see pictures of your butt. I'm like, okay, no problem.
No, you got mad at me. You yelled at me.
I didn't yell at you.
Yes,
Get over
you did.
yourself.
You said, no, don't do it, Ryan.
I know. I was so sad. I almost cried.
Like you'll lose a
Alrighty.
follower.
Okay, do we have any other questions on any of it before we get off? So we have a couple minutes to get onto the FitFam call for whoever's getting on it. Everyone's good? If you think of something once we're done with the call, text me, whatever. Any way that you can get in touch with me. You guys all should have my phone number to text me anyways. But text me and I can answer the question. But I would definitely make it an Instagram page, focus a lot on your stories, tag location, get your set of 25 hashtags that you can put on every post, and it should be all things that you like. If you like to be out in the sun, if you like tanning, if you like tattoos, if you like piercings, if you like bikinis, whatever it is, think of a different hashtag for it. If you like video games, like Ryan said, think of different hashtags for it. So then that way it's more of people getting to know you and what you like, and it's not all fitness related, because you don't want to attract all these beach body coaches because then you're just spinning reels. Or if you have a lot of hashtags that are fitness related, like Christina said, you're going to get these like fit apparel people following you and stuff like that, instead of people that are actually going to want to be a part of one of your challenge groups. So that's what I found. Let me read the chat here real quick. Okay, I don't see any other questions, and everybody's good. There's nobody that has any more questions. April, I want to start seeing some stories on yours. I want you to start using those Instagram stories so I can see it.
Yeah, it's on my first one.
Okay, perfect. Let me know when you do it, so then I'll make sure I go on to check it out.
Okay, I will.
All right, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys on the FitFam call.
Thank you.
Bye.